This video is sponsored by EA. Let's break down Revenant becoming the master assassin of Apex games along with the new charge rifle, rank system changes, and more. Broken Moon is also coming to Mixtape to bring new life to your favorite modes. Rank system will become more difficult at Diamond Plus, so be sure to check out the ranked blog for more information. With the rank meta changing, it's important to be on top of legend changes, such as Revenant automatically being free for everyone at launch of the new season. Reminder though, Revenant Reborn is different. Whew, now we got a lot of information out of the way, let's slow things down and let's get into some of the nitty-gritty details. Let's segue in-game. Revenant's passive ability, Assassin's Instinct, highlights nearby visible enemies who are low on health. This can also showcase visibility through a wall, but momentarily. You can also see it occasionally through smoke, as well as a catalyst wall, as shown in the trailers. Now, from my experience, this wasn't always. It looked like you had to do the last hit, and it only lasted for a short duration. Now, keep in mind the crouch walk faster is still there as a passive, and of course, if you climb walls, it's still present. One thing that's interesting is the horizontal movement going left and right is a lot more fluid than it was before. So giving you that extra movement. And of course, if you're a massive Revenant movement player like Guape, then that's definitely going to be very helpful, especially whenever you're in a fight and moving around. Revenant's new tactical is Shadow Pounce, so it no longer has a silence. Now, if you hold this, the longer you hold it, the further you go. So once you fully charge it, you'll have that full animation and you'll go as far as we mentioned an Octane jump pad. You can also direct this directly into the air and go a little bit of a distance. Keep in mind that the shorter that you hold it, the further that you're not going to go. So if you jump it right away, you're not necessarily going to go far, but if you need to get some extra mobility to get you out of a pinch, that definitely can be helpful. Now we're going to highlight next is I want to showcase what it looks like when you go directly up into the air. So if you pop it up and go directly up into the air, what it looks like. Get a little bit of distance, but not as helpful. So make sure to curve it as far as possible and arch and really leap towards your opponent. Revenant's tactical ability actually goes pretty far. It goes as far as an Octane jump pad, but not as far as, let's say, a Loba tactical. What I have here is the first side-by-side comparison with Octane's jump pad, as well as next to Loba as well. What's very interesting is the Octane jump pad is that if you use a tactical, you can fly in the air. You can redirect, you can use it before you use a double jump, or after the double jump. Or if you don't want to use a double jump, you can definitely use it and pair with it, adding for some extra mobility. So keep this in mind when pairing with other legends, that you have extra mobility at your disposal. An additional tip about the tactical is not only utilized to push fights, but also utilized to get out of danger, such as the Horizon Ultimate. So keep this in mind. Use your tactical ability to get out of sticky situations. Revenant's ultimate ability is Forged Shadows. Forged Shadow is a hardened shadows around you that blocks direct damage and regenerates after breaking. So this means that if you were walking through a thermite, then unfortunately you would still take damage through it. So it has to be direct damage for you to take specific damage. Now another interesting fact is if you are near a Watson generator, you actually still recharge as long as your Forged Shadows hasn't been broken yet. Now Forged Shadows does replenish again and is refreshed on knockdowns, which can be very beneficial. The Forged Shadows does recharge even after it's been broken, so if you break it multiple times, it does come back relatively quickly. So keep this in mind, especially if you're fighting a Revenant that has been pushed or flew away using their tactical ability. So keep that in mind. Along with Revenant is a new charge rifle. Holding the trigger down will increase its charge and only fires 100% with a fast projectile. Remove the hit scan and pre-fire laser. 50 meters 75 damage, 300 meters at 110. So don't miss the launch, as this also includes the Death Dynasty collection event and 2 waves of double XP to help you on your journey.